Start with that.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday.
Good morning.
I'm going to say
Good
happy Monday.
morning.
So welcome back
Happy
to
Monday.
Happy Monday.
Thursday.
So I know you listeners at home can't see, but the girls are bundled up this morning. I mean, and I'm inside, but I can tell Lauren's on the way to the truck. She's got a whole thing going on. Only I can see her nose and her mouth. So we're going to talk today a little bit. Bill and the girls are going to talk to us a little bit today about if you've got a food truck and you're having trouble keeping your food hot or cold. Let's run with that. Who wants to kick it off, ladies?
Good morning. I'm not particularly having trouble keeping food hot or cold, just keeping us warm on these trucks. And then I guess to talk about how weather does affect, the food truck, the business for the day. Bad weather really is really hard, for food trucks. And of course, people have to stand outside or right now, I know where we're parked, there's a lot of potholes right now until he gets that fixed next month. And so water just sits there. So when we have a bad rain, it just makes it very difficult for people to want to get out their car in those conditions. So I guess more in relation to how the weather affects the business for the food truck is my concern.
What was one of the things that Melissa gave you guys before we left the other day? How did those work out?
Feet warmers. Yay!
They were great for our toes. She had given us some feet warmers, Helen, to keep our feet because our truck, would get so cold. Bill noticed that there were some screws missing in the frame of our window. So my husband was able to come back with some screws and kind of tighten that up to help so much wind, from coming in the truck. Because of course it's a trailer and you have cracks and you have different holes. So that's really the hardest part for us. We don't have any problem keeping our food hot on the grill with our steamer. We kind of working on how to not have certain food just sitting out and how to maintain it. So that's really important in this weather as well. Actually, I think the cold weather does good for the preserving, for the bread that sits out, and things of that nature. So, but mainly keeping us warm. Our food is usually okay. You agree, Lauren?
Yes. And I want to come from a different angle when we talk about the winter months and bad weather days. Take advantage of the winters. And meaning, these days are going to come. But if you follow some of the steps that Bill gives, as far as staying organized, working on your SOPs, getting some things done, you know that the days are coming where you're going to be so busy that you're not going to be able to do those things. And sometimes these bad weather days are your calm before the storm. So don't get discouraged and focus on, oh my God, I've lost a whole day of profit, because you are definitely going to be able to make that up if you have things in order. So take advantage of those days where you're not busy and profits may be low, and get those things in order, get things cleaned up, get things stocked, get things reorganized, because the time will come when you look up and you'll be overly busy. And if you have those things in order, you'll be that more prepared for what's to come.
It's a really good tip.
Yes, and you're absolutely right.
Really good tip. I know I
Yes.
told Isaiah to make sure he posts every day this week too, to tell people they can pre-order, because I heard Lori just say it's hard for people to stand out in the cold. So if you've got a mobile app, you can pre-order. If you have online ordering with your POS system, Drive Traffic, make sure you post every day and remind your customers they can pre-order. Hopefully that'll help drive sales. What else you got, Bill, too? Bill, I'm sure you have some tips too.
Well, besides keeping warm, Melissa had given the girls some toe warmers.
So sweet.
And that's just something that you can, if your feet are warm and your feet are comfortable, you tend to smile more and you're more outgoing and bubbly. And if you can keep those extremities warm, then one of the things that I would recommend somebody do when they do have, weather, is to be more aware of the temperatures that they're going to be, for all their food. So you're going to take your temperatures more frequently, because even though you have food sitting in a steam table, take those temperatures more for food is staying within the proper serving temperatures. You got to pay attention to your grill surface too, because you may say at 350, but if you have the hood system pulling in cool air across it, it's going to drop that temperature down. So it's going to take you longer to cook food. So you have to have that surface thermometer so that you know for sure that the cooking
Absolutely.
the temperatures on.
Yeah, I love you girls look so dapper. I mean, it's like, I swear you could be going to the Golden Globes, Lauren. And like, I mean, I wouldn't know because I can see you from the waist up. Like, I wouldn't know if you had a gown on or something. And those sunglasses, I love it. I mean, I'm thinking I'm going to do something like that this weekend. You're inspiring my outfit.
And it's so find earmuffs, the head wrap that I can put on half of my head and cover my ears and my neck. And so, yes, it looks like I'm in disguise from Miss Hollywood. So, yeah, we're just going to flow with it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. I mean, it's awesome. You got a pretty face and you're just like, what's up? I know. And Lori said she's Lala.